নমস্কাৰ সকলোকে পঢ়াৰ লগত জড়িত খুব এটা গুৰুত্বপূৰ্ণ খবৰ আপোনালোকক দিব লৈছো যিসকলে GNM পঢ়িম বুলি ভাবিছে তেওঁলোকৰ বাবে খুবেই গুৰুত্বপূৰ্ণ খবৰ ইতিমধ্যে শ্ৰীমন্ত শংকৰদেৱ ইউনিভাৰ্চিটি অফ হেল্থ সায়েন্সৰ পৰা নটিফিকেশন প্ৰকাশ পাইছে 2025-26 বৰ্ষৰ বাবে ইয়াত দিছে admission into GNM course in both Govt and private institute under the Directorate of Health Service Assam for the session 2025-26 অৰ্থাৎ যিসকলে Govt বা প্ৰাইভেট যতে নপঢ়ক তেওঁলোকে এই এন্ট্ৰেন্স এক্সাম ক্লিয়াৰ কৰিব লাগিব তেতিয়াহে তেওঁলোকে এডমিশন লাভ কৰিব ইয়াত দিছে আৰু দিছে application are invited from the candidate for GNM entrance examination for selection of candidate for admission into GNM course under the Directorate of Health Service Assam in both Govt and private institute for the session 2025-26. Online application form shall be available at the Srimanta Shankardev University of Health Science website www.SSUHS in from 13 May 2025 to 13 June 2026 অৰ্থাৎ আপোনালোকৰ ওয়েবসাইট খোলা থাকিব 13 মে পৰা 13 জুনলৈকে the online application form must be filled up after carefully going through the instruction given along with the form in the website our exam the entrance test is going to be held on 13 July 2025 Sunday our exam center is Guwahati, Dibrugarh, Silchar, Jorhat, Borpeta, Tezpur, Difu, Lakhimpur, Nagaon, Nalbari, Dhubri and Kokrajhar. Egita এইখন ডিস্ট্ৰিক্টত এক্সাম অনুষ্ঠিত হ'ব ইয়াত দিছে পৰীক্ষা অনুষ্ঠিত হ'ব Detail of the entrance examination including eligibility criteria and requirement are available at the university website www.ssuhs.in আৰু হৰবিশেষ ইয়াত দিছে যে আপোনালোকে ৱেবছাইটত ভিজিট কৰি লাভ কৰিব আৰু নেক্সট দিছে admit card will be available online at the www.ssuhs in from 1st July 2025 which can be downloaded after login or আপোনালোকে admit card লাভ কৰিব 1st July পৰা next is hello details including eligibility criteria and requirement of GNM entrance examination for selection of candidate for admission into GNM course under the Directorate of Health Service Assam in both Govt and private institute for the session 2025-26 or first দিছে যে আপোনালোকৰ eligibility criteria কি লাগিব সেইসমূহ দিছে আৰু ইয়াত first দিছে the entrance examination shall be held on 13 July 2025 from 11 AM to 1 PM at Guwahati, Dibrugarh, Silchar, Jorhat, Borpeta, Tezpur, Difu, Lakhimpur, Nagaon, Nalbari, Dhubri, Kokrajhar for selection of candidate for admission into GNM course in both Govt and private GNM training schools under the Directorate of Health Service Assam. There will be one paper consisting of English, Mathematics, General Science. The question of this subject shall be of 10th standard. The examination shall be for 100 marks, 100 question into 1 marks each. English 50 marks, Mathematics 25 marks and General Science 25 marks. There shall be no negative marking for wrong answer. Unanswered question shall be awarded 0 marks. The question will be in both English and Assamese language. However, the candidate will be required to fill in the OMR sheet of entrance examination in English only. This is the eligibility criteria for admission into GNM course in the GNM training school under the Govt of Assam. This is যিসকলে Govt ইনষ্টিটিউটত আপোনালোকে পঢ়িব তেওঁলোকৰ কাৰণে ইয়াত দিছে eligibility criteria applicant must be a citizen of India permanent residence certificate is mandatory for admission into the Govt Institute of Assam the minimum age for admission shall be 17 years on or before 31st December 2025. The upper age limit in 35 years for RANM oblique RLHB. There is no age bar. Next is the minimum education qualification for selection of GNM candidate in 10+2 with English and must have obtained a minimum of 40% at the qualifying examination and English individually from any recognized board. Candidates are also eligible for state open school recognized by state government and National Institute of Open School NIOS recognized by central government. However, science is preferable. 3 core elective subject marks may be taken for calculating the percentage of marks, including the marks of in English. Also, it has to be ensured the candidate has passed marks in English. Or percentage of ক্ষেত্ৰত তিনটা core elective subject আপোনালোকৰ ধৰিব ইয়াত দিছে 10+2 in English above English having 40% marks in vocational A&M course from the schools recognized by Indian Nursing Council. 10+2 with English having 40% of marks in vocational stream healthcare science from a recognized CBSE board state center. Register A&M with pass marks. Next, students shall be medically fit. Students shall be admitted once in a year. The reservation of seat for GNM training course in Govt Institute shall be as per Assam Govt norms. However, the distribution of and the reservation of seat including admission shall be notified by Director of Health Service Assam is due in due course of time. Next is important note that the merit list shall be prepared based on the total marks obtained by each candidate in entrance examination. Nolkor entrance or marks or pod victory merit list banabo. If 2 or more candidates secure the same marks in entrance examination, the merit of such candidates shall be determined in order of the preference as follow. Candidates securing more marks in English in the entrance examination. যদি দুজন ক্যান্ডিডেটে সমান মার্কস লাভ কৰিতে তেওঁলোকে ইংলিছত কিমান বেছি মার্কস লাভ কৰিছে কোনজনে বেছি মার্কস লাভ কৰি তাৰ ওপৰত ভিত্তি কৰি তেওঁলোক লিষ্ট আহিব candidates securing more marks in general English in the entrance examination if the marks further tally then marks in English then general English then mathematics of qualifying examinations shall be considered at the time of counseling. The minimum qualifying criteria oblique cut-off score in the entrance examination of GNM course will be as follow. For Govt Institute General 30%, SC, ST, OBC, NCL, Divyang 20%. For private institute for 50% management quota seat, General 20%, SC, ST, OBC, NCL 18%, Divyang 15%. For private institute seat 50% seats, general 18%, SC, ST, OBC 15%, Divyang 15%. Any information given by the applicant is found to be false, incomplete, or any eligibility detected at any stage later shall marks are disqualified from the entrance examination with all its associate consequence. As the যদি কিবা তেওঁলোকে ভুল তথ্য দিয়ে তেতিয়া তেওঁলোকৰ application cancel কৰিব ইয়াত দিছে as a form is to be submitted online the candidate are not required to send any document to the university all necessary verification scrutiny of the related document of the candidate regarding eligibility, reservation, etc. will be done at the time of counseling. আপোনালোকে কোনো documents university পঠিয়াব নালাগে ইয়াত দিছে the candidate are to keep note of their application from number and password. They are to download the admit card from the university website www.ssuhs.in from 1st July 2025 onward by entering the application number and password. In case the application from number and password are misplaced, lost, forgotten by the applicant, she will not be able to download her admit card. Hence, the applicant are directed. She will not able to download their admit card. So, if you application number, password, যদি হেৰুৱাই তেতিয়া আপোনালোকে admit card download কৰিব নোৱাৰিব. Hence, the applicant are directed to be very serious in keeping note of the application from now and the password. However, the applicant may call the helpline number 7977259728 for any assistance. দিছে গতে আপুনি যদি এই এন্ট্রান্স এক্সাম দিব বা আপোনাৰ যদি কোনোবা এই এক্সাম দিব তেতিয়ালক ইনকলে ভিডিও শেয়াৰ কৰি দিয়ক ভিডিও ভাল লাগিলে এটা লাইক এটা সাবস্ক্ৰাইব এটা ফলো কৰিব নাপাহৰিব থ্যাংক ইউ